system used to teach us a lot of humility, obedience, a lot more space to be creative. And as the great educationist Ken Robinson says, creativity to children is like literacy to the population. And that is something which needs to be given a lot of importance to. Teachers look forward to a lot of contribution from parents' side. Actually, the holistic development of children, the lion's share is taken by the parents. There are two little things, but the most important things in life is that as parents, we need to share with our kids. And me as a parent also. And that is our undivided time and appreciation. It is time and appreciation that is very, very, it's almost a rarity in today's world. And I request to all the parents that kindly spend little more time with your kids to understand them, to understand their passion, to understand the hungry need in them, rather than just go according to the social system of certain rules and regulations. We in VIT Chennai, where I work, whether it's a student or whether it's a faculty, any employee, we all share, or we are somehow trained to have this good habit. This good habit, which is a combination of active learning, passion, and the hungry need in us to excel. And somewhere I have also seen the same principles being applied and almost inextricably intertwined in the chapters of Zion Matriculation School. The passion, hunger, and the urge to excel. My dear students, you should never leave it. Because creativity as a quality is rare. And children, when they are very young at age, are very creative. I'll just tell you a small incident. It has happened in a school. A teacher was taking a social science class and all the children busy listening to her. One student, a girl student there, was just drawing something. So teacher from the platform just saw that and came to the student. My dear, what are you doing? You're not listening to the class? Ma'am, I'm interested in drawing. What are you drawing? She said, I'm drawing God. Teacher said, come on, nobody knows how God looks like. And the girl replied, you will in a minute. That's the absolute, what do you call, the forest-like creativity that's unbridled in the minds of children. And that is where we have to tap it. That is where we, as teachers, as friends, as elders, as parents, and everybody connected to the children should actually give it a little more finer shape. The system of education which we have has actually stigmatized mistakes, committing mistakes. The moment you commit mistakes, that's all. When you leave children on their own, at their own, with some instructions, I think they can do wonders. I just know I was watching the beautiful dances that they did under instructions, but when they made some mistakes, small mistakes, it was more enjoyable to see that. It was fantastic. These are the little things that we must take care when we are talking to our kids. Now, every day we talk to our kids. The moment our son or daughter comes home, we ask them, how was the day today? If we can just reframe the question and make it sound like, what was the best thing that you've learned in school? Or, what is one new thing that you've learned today? And these two questions will make them start thinking. And that is what we want. That is what India wants today. wherein the people think and then answer, think and then pursue, rather than go behind a certain kind of system where you're just producing what is being said. This was what I had in mind when I came to talk today. And I think the empowerment that education gives, and especially in the school, the children, the empowerment that they get through education has no end to itself. All of us feel very delicate about education, the way we studied. It's very dear to our hearts. Similarly, let us make it a pleasure, a joy to the kids to learn and grow up as they climb every ladder in their life. So creativity, spending more time with kids, and undivided attention to the elders is what is required. Education without humility is absolutely useless. And creativity, I think, when you look around yourself, it's lying abundant. So we are just not giving opportunity to that. The kids are amazingly talented. A lot of talent is lying in them. So if you can just fine it up, give it a little more nicer space. And that is what all of us are looking for. A little more space for children to come out, speak for themselves, question, start questioning. Rather than being just told, don't question this, don't do this, sit here, sit there. Little more freedom. I think William Shakespeare also was a student. He had definitely been to one of the English teacher's class. And if that day, if he had listened to not to question or go to bed on time, do not write after this, and so many instructions, I think we would have lost the father of literature. So it's a very, very humble request to teachers, because we in college also we tell the same thing to our kids. They look upon to the teachers for a lot of directions. I think the teachers community has a very big role to play, and the teachers of Zion Matriculation are doing a wonderful job. Let us all give a big round of applause to the teachers, and a big round of applause. Oh, it's not enough, I think, little more bigger. Thank you very much. See, this is the appreciation that we always lack in life. Everybody requires appreciation. Every one of us. Whether it's a 2-year-old kid, or whether it's a 16-year-old, or whether it's a 60-year-old adult. So I request the parents and teachers community, as human beings, let us share these nice little things. That is, the time and the appreciation. Graduation is just a concept. It's a very, very a big concept, but just a concept. Every day we graduate. Throughout our life we are graduating, because learning is a never-ending process. And the success of teachers is that they continue to be learners. I think with that one small message, I would like to end my speech, and I would like to really thank the team of Zion, the family of Zion, who have extended this most valuable invitation to me. I am forever indebted. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. All the very best to the next grade, the next level of your education. Thank you.
Thank you, madam, for your inspiring words. I am sure you have sowed the seeds of creative energy.
Dreams pass into reality through actions. Now the dreams of our children have come true. So you mean to say we have come to the important part of the program, the graduation ceremony? Yes, now we humbly request our chief guest to honor our students.
Now, the students of UKG-A are led to the dais. M. Abhishek Lingam. N. Ajay. N. Ashwant Khanna. G. Darshan. P. Dennis Mark. G. Gopinath.